It's time for your company to become more efficient. The way we're going to do it is by getting more out of your existing staff, no matter what role and responsibility they have. Now, this may sound trite, but I'm going to start with it right out of the gate. It's time to raise the standards. That's right. I said it. Too many of you have created a culture of apathy, and we're going to wipe that out here today. Maybe you're already doing good, but you're looking to go from good to great. Let's cover this. I'm going to cover 3 key distinctions, these details that are going to allow you to get more out of your team. First, I'm going to articulate. Biggest challenge I see with people hitting their goals is around the concept of the way they communicate goals to their team. Let's just say they have a goal. They want to reach top line revenue of $100 million, $120 million or something, just so you can have a nice IPO or an exit, whatever it is. Now, here's what happens in life. I don't know about you, but let's say I want to lose 10 pounds. And then what happens is you end up losing 8 or 7. You fall short in some way, shape, or form. That's fundamental human behavior. Minimums have a tendency to become maximums. Now, yes, you'll always have achievers that will hit that. They'll meet it and exceed it because that's what they're made of. And you're probably one of those, but most of your staff members will not. They're going to hit minimal acceptance levels. So what do? You've got to articulate clearly in writing what is a should accomplish. You should be able to accomplish this. No matter what your key performance indicator is for the role and responsibility, you should be able to do this. We hired you because you should accomplish this. That's just one line in the sand. You need to be able to anchor down towards how they can be more effective. Maybe get a little green for money here. Maybe you financially reward them because they could accomplish this in this area. They could, make more sales or generate more leads in marketing or take the time to interview more efficiently to hire the right type of staff members, whatever. This is minimally a should, but in some way, shape, or form, you measure this to where you could say you're exceeding this particular expectation and anchor down to their identity. If you want your achievers to stay performing at this level, you must speak to their identity. And if you'd like the middle 70% to want to achieve this, you need to articulate a much more compelling future for them to step up. But you must learn how to carry the stick, not just dangle the carrot. Often they will not step up because they don't fear for you having them step out. That's right. Too many candy ass societies going on out there in your culture because you're not clearly identifying what they will do or else. Simply will. You will do this, you should do this, and you could do this. Great fundamental coaching language that we use at TM3 to really get things going. So what does this mean in the will front? Let's just say you're going along in business and you have some kind of performance. And the performance looks something like this, right? Something like this. If you've taken the time to write down your goal, that's the goal. And this is what they could do. But in this case, they're not hitting the could line. They're down here at the will line. Well, if you don't address this downward behavior, they're going to perceive that as rewarding something that you don't want. Basic Pavlovian response. When they hit this mark here and fall below minimal acceptance level, here and here, you must have some kind of response. And the oldest response in corporate environments, they call them performance improvement plans, right? So let's talk about good steps. 3-step process, a little bonus here. I talked about your will and you should and you could. I'm going to give you 2 more 3 steps to help save your life around PIPs. Performance improvement plan. The first thing you should do when they fall short is take personal accountability. That's right. You failed them. If they didn't do their job right, maybe you failed to show them what right looks like. Maybe you took one of your best salespeople out of the field and made them the worst sales manager in the world because you never taught them how to better manage. Whatever it may be, we want to step up first as leaders, go first and provide training and love on them. Managers want to jump in and talk about all the things they're doing wrong. Energy flows where attention goes. We want to get their eye on the prize up here and up here, focusing in that direction. First thing we want to do is start talking about stepping up. Yes, you may speak to the stepping out if they fail to do this again, because yes, you're going to provide training again. That's a no-brainer. It obviously didn't stick the first time. Yet you must have a negative consequence of some sort. You must clearly start walking with a stick and not just dangling the carrots up top. They need to know you mean it, because by the third strike, they're out. I love you, but it's time to leave you. You must be designed to work in another environment better than ours, because you've done what you can do. It's time to step out. Now, I don't know how long that's going to be for each of you, but if you can articulate the 3 steps in the PIP process, watch the organization step up or step out. Now, if you got larger companies, uh, maybe even a small company, but it feels a large number of employees because, you know, you felt like you knew everyone's name when you had only 60 people in your organization, but now you got 400. There are people walking down the hall. You don't know their names. You might need to let go of 2 or 3 of these people if you've got a culture that's been apathetic for people to go, holy moly, he means it or she means it. She's really changing things in this environment. She's raising her standards. And we're spending a lot more time talking about the 3 lines in the sand. You will absolutely doing this. In fact, we hired you because you should be able to do this. And we're hoping you could do this. You're hired to do this. This is something you do in your own time. They should be reading their books on their own time. Maybe they're watching my videos online to improve their skills on their own time. Being excellent is a choice. Minimally, you want a should performance. This is to articulate expectations so they understand when they fall short, they're stepping out. I hope these 3 steps, what you will, should, and could do, and the 3 steps to your performance improvement plan allows you and your team to have a turnaround. If you're doing good, maybe you want to step up into great by using these 3 steps. If you need some key distinctions, hey, go to tedmiller.com. Reach out, ask about my 6-month expectation exercise. It allows you to articulate what you expect from someone at 6 months, what they can expect from you in return as well. Same thing at 3 months, at 1 month, and you want to get it down to 1 week. If people can clearly understand what success looks like in the very first week, then you're on the road to riches. But if you don't know if they're cutting it yet in the first week, you're unfortunately going to hold on to the wrong staff members for 5 or 6 months and finally let them go. And you wasted tons of resources you can't afford in this downturn economy. So step up or step out is the name of the game. I look forward to seeing you in the inside, gang.